everyone, welcome to this week's Fashion Friday with Sally Smy, the founder of Queen Bee Styling. And today we're going to continue our vlogs. We had one last week about online shopping, and today we're going to talk about decluttering our wardrobe, but also kind of unlocking our sense of style during this time, that we can move between work and home with our wardrobes with greater ease. Sally, hi. So nice
Hi
to chat
Louise,
to
thanks for having me
you.
back.
Thanks so much for coming on again. So Sally, what tips and thoughts do you have for us at this stage? We're a week or so in. I mean, obviously we're longer into having work from home, but if in terms of your wardrobe and how you feel, what suggestions and tips do you have at this stage?
Well, I think it now is a good time. I'm sure lots of people have, now we've been at home for a while, I think lots of people may be finding that they have gaps in their wardrobe, or that they are struggling with their wardrobe, because most people have been thrown into this new normal, and my wardrobe isn't set up for working all the time from home, and I'm sure most other people's aren't. So what I thought we'd do today is just look at ways that you can assess what's in your wardrobe and almost make a bit of a plan, not just about this period, but to get you through this period, and then also beyond this period, and why it's quite good in this instance to reflect on where your wardrobe's at, especially in terms of working from home, because I find that especially that people don't spend a lot of time necessarily on their casual wardrobe, but they do spend a lot of hours in their casual wardrobe. And I think if you put it to the side and feel like it's not important, regardless of the fact if you're home a lot or not home too much, it's still important that you feel good in the clothes that you're in on the day to day. So I think I'd love to go through some tips.
Yeah, sorry, Sally. I think it's so important. And one thing I think when becoming a parent, you really notice that, because I've sort of seen this real gap in there's a time where you're sort of combining, which I do and a lot of the Beyond the School Run community do who are watching this, is this combination of caring for the kids and work. And that what you wear, it has to almost reflect both of those. So I think it's really interesting to get to that point where your wardrobe isn't one or the other, but you can put something on and you feel great in work, but it just reflects who you are, whether you're at home on a Zoom call, or you're walking out and going to the supermarket, or you're going to a meeting.
Yes,
To get to that point, but that you fully understand your own natural style, which I think is work in progress really, but it's a really wonderful thing if we can, because I think we buy less, we feel better quicker, we don't have to spend much time thinking about what we're wearing because our wardrobe is already kind of evolved, and potentially this is a good time, but also be a bit brave and step out and test things out.
Yeah. I mean, that goes for everything you've said, work out your style, then you will buy less. You'll hopefully feel better in the styles that you do have. And I think that's where we should aim. I think there will be different layers to your wardrobe. I mean, aside from this unique period when we're all doing the same thing most of the time, there are different layers to some people's wardrobes. But what I do tend to find is that the casual and the working from home is the one that's sidelined the most. People are quite happy to spend a lot of time and effort and money on their, supposedly sort of social or work wardrobes, but don't tend to spend a lot of time and effort on their casual wardrobes, and as a consequence don't feel so good. So I think I would imagine there'll be a lot of people out there that are struggling to feel good in the clothes that they're wearing at the moment, just because they haven't spent a lot of time and effort buying them.
So what would your suggestions? What would your suggestions be at this point? So maybe there are people who aren't wanting to sit in their really nice kind of work clothes. What suggestions would you have at this stage? Some top tips for us, please.
Okay. So I think I think now is a good time to assess your wardrobe. I mean, we've talked about wardrobe changeovers before, and regardless of the fact that we're in isolation, now is a good time on the cusp of spring to change over your wardrobe. So the first thing would be to just have a look in your wardrobe and assess everything that you have in there. So if there are items that you haven't worn that are no longer serving you, now is a good time to declutter and get rid of those. So I think that would be my first thing, is, just assess everything that's in your wardrobe And then the second thing would be, in this unique situation, I would pull aside basically everything you have got to wear and you're likely to wear over the coming weeks. So that's what I've done. I've basically pulled out all of my dresses and things that I would wear if I was out meeting clients. Now, I know there are things going around Instagram with Glam Fridays and things like that, which is great. I mean, I think if people feel that that's going to serve them to do that, I personally am not going to be putting dresses on, because for me, there's no point. You know, I'm aware of my wardrobe when I'm doing video conferences and I'm working with clients, and that's will be my dress up, but
Okay.
I won't put a dress on. So for me, it was important for me to just take out my dresses and just really assess what I've got to wear. So I think that would be my tip. You know, declutter your wardrobe, assess what you have in your wardrobe to wear, and what you'll probably find is that you are severely lacking in stuff to wear from home, or you may find that actually the stuff that you are wearing from home isn't making you feel good. You know, it's the scruffy stuff, it's the bits you've sidelined, you haven't got many items that you feel good in. So I think the next thing would be is just to write a list of where the gaps are. For instance, for me, I haven't really got that many nice sort of casual tops. I realised I could do with a few more long sleeve t-shirts. So those are the things that I am going to be looking at over the next coming weeks, because I know that they will be useful now, but I also know that they're going to serve me afterwards as well. So I think those are the things to be careful. You know, don't just go out and buy a whole load of casual stuff. Think about the items that have longevity after this that you're going to wear.
I think that's brilliant tip. So assess your wardrobe, think about what you're potentially going to wear over the next couple of weeks. Secondly is to declutter, put that stuff aside, and those charity shops and all those people that will resell things will be back and available again. And thirdly is to then identify the things that you need, but the things that have longevity, like you suggested, the good t-shirts, long tops that you can then add to make you feel good during this period, but buy selectively. And you can check out our vlog that we did last week with Sally, who talks about top tips on shopping online, which is really beneficial. Sally, one final any last top tip for us before we say goodbye for Fashion Friday this week, and before we share more next?
Yeah, I think just before you buy anything, just think about the stuff that is going to give you a bit of a spark that you're going to like wearing. I think it's important when we're home that we have those little pieces that actually we love to wear. So for instance, Louise, I'm going to pull your lovely trainers. I've got a pair of these and I'm really enjoying wearing them around the house, not least because I know they won't get muddy and they won't get ruined. So these are the little things that will make so much difference. And I sent out a blog on my blog today. I sent out just like a few pieces that you can wear when working from home for video conferences. So I've done a few.
I totally agree, Sally. I think those things, and then maybe slightly kind of bolder. My children kind of encourage me to buy those trainers, and they're making me happy just seeing them sitting there. So I think anything that just lights you up, it can be those one or two things, can make such a difference, and also kind of maybe steps you slightly out of your comfort zone in terms of what you would normally wear. Brilliant tips. Definitely. Thank you so much, Sally. And we'll be sharing more with Sally next week for Fashion Friday. And so much wisdom for whilst we're here working from home, but also feeling good with all our tips. Thank you so much, Sally. See you again.
Thanks for having me. Take care, everyone. Bye.